got rejected in a few universities. Even the same university that I got my degree in, I got rejected in it.
Is it?
January. I remember January 2020, I got rejected.
Yeah.
And then, hey man, at that point, I didn't even know what to do, man. Then I went to Facebook. Hey guys, I got rejected. My state has the right space constraint. What does that mean?
Yeah.
They were like, no, it means we rejected because of space. Just go and do late applications. I went there, saw my degree there, an extended one this time. Applied. And then after 2 weeks or so, got accepted and then paid the registration. Then that's how I did the course.
Go to school, man.
Yeah.
This notion of rich people who take themselves as motivators, who tell other kids who don't go to school, going to school is useless, just have a business or whatever. Man, it doesn't work like that, especially here in our country, South Africa. Go to school. You have a dream, you want to be an entrepreneur, we get that. You want to be a musician, we get that. You want to be a YouTuber or whatever you want, we get that. But please go to school. This is South Africa. What's up, visionaries? Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Vision. I would like to greet you all again, and I'm so glad to be bringing to you this episode. And next to me today is a wonderful person. He is a good friend of mine. He holds a degree in mechanical engineering, an honors degree to be precise. He's a very wonderful person, and we work closely together in one of the biggest production companies here in South Africa. And as colleagues, we have had so many organic conversations. So we have him here today, and we are going to speak and share some knowledge that we have and some wisdom that we both have. Some of the chats we have already had them, but we just want to share everything that is on our minds with you guys. So everyone, welcome Samukelo.
What's up, my boy?
How are you, boy?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How's life? How's everything?
Hey, man. It's chilling, man. We've been blessed left, right, and center, so I can't complain, to be honest.
Sure.
Yeah.
How's work? How are you balancing work and your life in general?
Man, I feel like the balancing is quite easy because I don't really have anything that I'm too committed to at the moment. I do have some things though, but I'm working on, but not as like school, because considering the things that I was doing last year, man, the attention was divided a lot. So with this one, I'm easily able to manage what I'm doing now currently with work. So work after work, you just come back to your life. So I don't find it difficult at all. Just chilled.
No, I get you. It's not the same with me though, because I'm busy with a lot of things. School, it's requiring work, this podcast, music as well. So it's a lot.
Yeah, man. Been there as well, man.
But then I'm trying to balance it, man.
You have to, man. Honestly. Like, to you, like you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And what I like about that it builds character. So that's what I'm saying with me. Is like I've been through something similar to that. So now it's like it's just chilled because you've been through something a bit worse than this.
Yeah. Now I get you. Before we dive deep into our conversation, take me through your background, your upbringing. Where were you born, and how was your upbringing?
So I was born in Pretoria. I hope people from Pretoria are watching right now. But I was born in Pretoria, Soshanguve.
Yeah.
Mfana wakasi, just straight line, Laiti, Kopitori, Kososha, Blogger Change. So the upbringing in that area it's a chill kasi, man. It's a chill kasi. But now we are having some challenges in the community. But in my time growing up, we didn't really have huge crisis compared to the things I used to see on the news, So just like any other country, there is crime and whatnot. But pertaining to me directly, nah, man, that Kasi, the upbringing that Kasi was nah, man.
It's fine.
Yeah, Pretoria is an alert city, if I can put it like that. When you stay there, you have to meet. It's like someone from Jersey, man. They look like a bottle or something like that. It's like
I see.
It's similar to that, you see. So, but the city and the place, the area, it's not, man.
So you never had a chance to go and stay maybe in the villages or wherever your parents originated?
Nah, I never had a chance to stay like for years. I just go there and visit. December, June. So I do have a bit of experience of being in the villages, but not an experience to an extent whereby I stay there for months or I go to school there. Nah, my parents never allowed me, man. Because I remember at one point I wanted to stay with my grandmother.
Yeah.
For some reason it was cold there.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, so I wanted to stay there. I begged her, she said no. But I'm glad that she said no, because now I'm old. I understand why she did. So yeah, man.
Do you think growing up in Pretoria makes you to be street smart?
Yes,
in a way.
It does, man. Not only Pretoria and Jozi, man. Those two cities, they are similar yet different. It does force you to be street smart, because you realize now when you've grown up that people are not knowledgeable about something.
True.
And when you've been knowing this thing your whole life.
Your whole life.
And another thing I like about that city is it's a multilingual environment. Whether you like it or not, you'll know more than at least 3 languages.
Sure.
You see, I can't even tell you how I know Tswana.
Yeah.
I grew up in an environment where Tswana is spoken.
Yeah.
And I did Zulu in school. And I'm Ndebele. You see? So already
you know Tswana.
Yeah.
You're Ndebele.
And Zulu.
And you did Zulu in school.
Because I remember back in the days when I was like in grade 3, I do still have this memory. My friends used to say I speak weird, man. My Zulu friends were like, bro, what are you saying? Like, Kamba, what is to Kamba, you know?
Yeah.
Because I used to speak deep in Ndebele.
Sure.
Then grade 1, 2, I found Zulu. Ndebele and Zulu, they're quite similar. So whether I liked it or not back then, I just adjusted to the environment, because it was Zulu. I was being taught Zulu in class. Your high school teacher is Zulu as well. So
yeah.
My Ndebele now is not as fluent as it was back then, because if I go to Mpumalanga now, they tell me, hey, Baba, when you're no longer Ndebele, you know.
Yeah.
Because I just speak Zulu now.
I see. And you understand Zulu much better.
Yeah, much better now.
I've seen that.
Much better now.
I've seen that. And there's this other language, Pitori, that you speak. That language is like it's a mix of everything. What's happening?
Man, Pretorian people, man, are very unique, bro. I don't want to lie to you. It's like, I don't know how it happened, but there are so many stories on how this language has developed. I can't even tell you, because there are just too many. Some say it was started from prison, because Pretoria was spoken a lot in prison. Some of the words. So people are adopting some of the words from prison to the city. So me now, when I grew up, Chigi Jora over Razaya, Rabola Mamazala, Wanswar. So it's like that.
Sure.
So Pretoria tends to have its own. It's like a whole crown. That's why people from Pretoria, they like to say Pretoria is a country. Because when you get there, you feel the environment. They're like, these people, man, they're just...
They're different.
They're different, man. Sure. They're street smart. Everyone just lives in a different way compared to people that I've seen who come from the villages, man. Because when I go to the villages, it's like... You see the difference from the people I have and the people here, man. How they operate, how the environment is. But in Pretoria, man, you're just forced to be smart.
I've noticed that as well. Even though I've never stayed in Pretoria, but in Joburg, when I go home in Limpopo, I do notice the difference. I would say this environment is different. It's chilled. It's more chilled there in the villages and everything. Joburg is a fast environment.
Yeah, it's a fast
and you have to be street smart. So I would assume that when because you grew up in Pretoria, when you went to university, you never really struggled with getting around the environment like that.
Nah, maybe at first when I was the first days, it was just, I don't know, should I say the fear of a new environment, because the shift to change from being a high school student to a university student.
You went to UJ, right?
Yeah, I went to study at UJ. Yeah. The first year, the first few months, so let me just say the first week of being in an environment, it's so new. You see different people, people living their lives, man. University how it is. No one tells you what to do, anything. Just live their own life. It was just the curiosity. Because I remember the first week I was sort of like sitting back, analyzing like this place, this whole Jozi place, the CBD, how dirty it is,
Yeah.
I never had difficulties in adjusting though. Sure. The people it was easy with talking to them as well. As I said, with the languages, so I'm able to speak most of the languages.
Sure.
So I can conversate with most people, even though some of these languages I can't speak them, but I can hear. So I never really had problems with people.
With me, it's a bit different because I grew up in Limpopo, in the villages. So getting to Joburg, I had to get used to the environment.
Yeah.
And firstly, it's a different place. It's meeting all these people from different backgrounds and everything. Like I'm used to just going to a school where it's like almost everyone in that school I know them,
Yeah.
because my school was a very small school. But when I get to UJ, I was like, okay, now we have to be street smart here, because it's Joburg. If you're not street smart, yeah, you can find yourself in deep trouble at one point.
You will.
But yeah, it wasn't really a struggle. Few months down the line, I was walking as if I've been at
been there for a
UJ for my
while.
whole life. But yeah, it was good. But let's talk about mechanical engineering. You have an honors degree in mechanical engineering right now.
Yeah.
Was it something that you always wanted to do, maybe when you were in high school or primary school?
The degree itself.
Yeah, mechanical engineering.
Hey man, not really, bro. I had the confusion of not knowing what I want to do for a long time. Was in university in grade 12. I started thinking about these things in grade 11 actually.
Sure.
I was just researching, man, what do mechanical engineers do?
Yeah.
What do industrial engineers do? What do civil engineers do? Computer
Yeah.
science, actuarial science, and out of all those things, I couldn't find something that I didn't know what I wanted. Like I didn't know myself
Sure.
too much at that point. So what I like about mechanical, like what made me choose it at that point, is just that I will learn. I remember telling myself that at least with this one I will learn about cars. That's the
Yeah.
only reason I chose this course.
Yeah.
But at least I will know cars, you know?
Sure.
I'll know machine. Let me just choose this one. And then I applied in grade 11. Yeah. Got accepted in a few universities, professional accepted. And then, yeah, I worked my ass off, man. Yeah, I worked really hard. Grade 12.
Sure.
And then, yeah, got rejected in a few universities. Even the same university that I got my degree in, I got rejected in it.
Is it?
January. I remember January 2020, I got rejected.
Yeah.
And then, hey, man, at that point, I didn't even know what to do, man.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, what should I do? And then I went to Facebook. Hey, guys, me, I got rejected. My state has the right space constraint. What does that mean?
Yeah.
They were like, no, it means we rejected because of space. Just go and do late applications. I went there, saw my degree there, an extended one this time. Applied. And then after 2 weeks or so, got accepted and then paid the registration. And that's how I did the course.
It's nice, bro. So you got help from Facebook, and then you went to apply late applications.
Yeah, I went to the Facebook and I searched UJ group chats.
Sure.
I think I wrote UJ group chat and I came across most of them. And I just went to the one that has most followers.
Yeah.
And I checked that people are just talking their jokes and stuff. And then
Sure.
I just assumed someone will be willing to help. And then people were willing to help, man, for the most part. So some told me to apply for late application at other universities. I did that. Because after my acceptance at UJ, I think I got 3 acceptances in different universities after. Like UFS, UWC, UL, University of Mpumalanga as well. But at that time, I'd already registered. So I was like, I just left them.
Sure.
But if I didn't take that initiative to ask, man, I don't know what would have happened with me, honestly.
See, the other thing with being, street smart and growing up in the city, you some kind of know where to get help. For someone like me from Limpopo, there in Ramvi, where I come from, if I got rejected like that, I wouldn't even think about, maybe going to Facebook to search for a UJ group, because at that time I don't even know whether there's a UJ group on the Facebook or whatever. Like all I know is what is there in the villages and everything, which is that gap that we're trying to close, and we have to try harder to close between people who are living in the villages and those who are in the cities
as well.
Because it's important. Some of those people in the villages, it's not that they don't have dreams. They do have dreams, but the knowledge and accessibility of information, they don't have that. But because they don't have that, their dreams stay just being dreams. So I think it's one of the things that as one of the people who come from there, it's a gap that we need to try hard to close. Find other kids who need help with whatever they need help with. Offer to help, even offer to help when they don't need, because I try to do that a lot. I offer to help. I try to give out information as much as I can. If I can see that someone needs help with a certain thing, I don't need to wait for them to ask, but I just do it because I know I'm doing it for the better of my community, and it would only make me happy to see those people following me. Exactly. I don't want them to do exactly what I did or go study mechanical engineering, but at least if I see that there are people who are ambitious, there are people who have dreams and they are working towards their dreams, that can make me happy.
Yeah.
Now, so mechanical engineering at UJ, you did extended.
Yeah, I did extended.
How was it though? Okay, well, I know it was hard, but just take me through. How was your journey?
Extended. Well, extended is 4 years, right? And then the mainstream one is 3 years.
Yeah.
So I went to an extended class. The first thing that they do, they give you what do you call? It's like a class, a teacher, but there's a name. I don't know, it's a mentor or what, but let's just say classroom teacher. So they gave us a classroom teacher at that time. And I remember the first day, she told us the difference between extended and mainstream. Like, what are these guys gonna do? What is it that we're gonna do this year? And then after that lecture, hey man, I was like, okay. And one thing she said, she was like, okay, as much as you're in extended, you have the chance to go back to mainstream. You're not forced to stay here. But after that whole lecture, hey man, I was like, okay, do I really wanna go there now? As much as it's 3 years, I was looking at the fact that I'm gonna finish the degree quicker, and then with this one, it's just one more year added.
Yeah.
And I thought about it. I was like, ish. The first thing I remember, what led me to make the decision was that I was already used to my classmates. Okay. We were in a class of like, how many students? We were like 40-something students.
Sure.
And we already formed a sort of small bond because we met during, what do you call this thing here, first years?
Is it a campus tour or?
Yeah, these things that they have it a week before the classes start. Where that thing orientation. Yeah. So I met most of them during orientation.
Yeah.
We already started exchanging numbers. So I had building relationships with them. Sure. So I was like, hey, do I really need to leave these people? I'm okay with being in here,
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. One of my friends was like, Nimi, I'm not vying. I was like, I'm also not vying. And people started vying, bro. The rest, people wanted to finish the degree quick. I mean,
yeah.
But she was like, if you want to go, simply write me a letter. Then I'm going to take you to the next class. People left. I think like half of the class left. And then we were left with like 30 or 27, if I'm not mistaken. Then I continue with it. So my experience with being a first year was, I guess not as normal as the rest because of COVID.
Sure.
So I got to experience.
That was 2020.
Was 2020. So my first year was in 2020. So I just got to experience the first year vibe for a month.
Sure.
And then the country closed off everything. So now, studied half of my year online, came back around September. We were allowed back at the rest in September. And then the first semester we were learning online, doing continuous assessment and stuff. So there were no exams. Well, the only exam that we wrote was for maths. Then came back in September. Even when we came back, it wasn't the same, we're not sitting in groups anymore.
Sure.
We're not going to the TV room.
Yeah.
There were rules. So it wasn't the first. It
There's
wasn't
mask and everything.
It wasn't that
Sanitizer.
university. You're sanitizing. You're always in your room. You're not allowed to be in contact. So it was boring, to be honest. The first year of 2020. And then, so me, I can technically say my first year was in 2021 because that's when I started to experience like how it is being a first year student in university. Because then the rules were a bit less. I remember we just came back. We're still wearing masks, but now it wasn't as strict as it was. We would have prize and etc.
Sure.
But even the coursework, like the whole degree, in 2020 and 2021, I would say it was, I don't want to say easy, but not difficult because it's online learning, right?
Yeah.
So you can learn with your friends, you can help each other and stuff. So you were not necessarily alone. So it wasn't as difficult. Things started taking a turn in 2022, man. When we went back to full contact, it's like I had forgotten who I was or how I studied.
Yeah.
But with online, you just see a test like, I'll write it next week.
And you help each other with other people,
Yeah. So you just help it. So online now, there's no helping each other as much. Staying in different races. So 2022, I struggled, bro. Maths, that's the only module that gave me flames.
And I wanted to ask that further because I met a lot of people who did mechanical and industrial who were struggling with math in 2022 when I was doing my first year. Well, I think you were fortunate because I didn't find you in 2022. I found so many people who were repeating maths in 2022.
That maths, man, it's not that the maths was hard. I felt like it's just that we sort of had another transition again. Was we transition from online from contact to online.
Yeah.
Transition from online to contact now.
Sure.
It's been a year since you've been in school. You don't know you don't know how to prepare now because you're used to preparing in last minute. So maths doesn't work like that. Okay?
Yeah, true.
So I had a lot of sleepless nights, bro. It was one thing that I promised myself that will never happen. I didn't want to fail any more subject. So I was having a lot of sleepless nights, drinking a lot of energy drinks. Man, it wasn't nice. I don't want to lie to you. I went to a state that I didn't like that year, that first semester, especially. So yeah, after that first semester, now I had gotten like my groove back, you know, because I passed, and I even passed with a sub. I didn't just pass. I wrote a supplement, bro.
Yeah.
But I remember, I think I failed my first 2 tests, passed the last one, didn't qualify. They gave us another qualification test. Then I passed. Qualified with even less marks now. I think I qualified with a 40 something. So meaning now in an exam I need to get a 60 something above. And looking at how far back I was, I knew that I'm not gonna get 60 something.
Yeah.
So I spoke to myself. I was like, okay, it's fine. I need a 60 something, but you know what I can do? I can practice to write the sub.
Yeah.
I know I'm not advising anyone to do it.
Yeah.
It's just me. I do things my own way.
Sure.
I was like, okay, I need a 63 you know, to get a 50. But I need a 40. I need a 50 something to just get a sub. Like, nah, I'm aiming for 50 something. Because I knew, okay, in this whole question paper, I only know a certain question, so I'm just gonna only focus on them. So I made sure I mastered those questions. I did all of them. I passed. The one I didn't know, I left them, and I got my 50 something. I qualified for sub. Now with sub, the good thing is that I had time. I had time because you write it after the holidays. So during that 3 weeks at home, I was just doing maths, eating maths left, right, and center. Wrote the sub exam, passed it. Then second semester, now at least I was cooked. Max cooked me, so at least I was prepared and to take some modules.
Yeah.
And then came this module, steam plant, man, another challenge, man.
Don't remind me, man.
Another hill to climb,
Yo.
So with now, at least as I've stated with now, like Max cooked me. I knew what to do now if I don't understand something. And to be honest, man, I don't think I understood steam plant because of the lecturer. I understood steam plant because of my friends. It's not because of the lecturer. The lecturer, he thought I heard him, but at the same time I didn't hear him. So there was this one guy. I won't mention his name because of confidentiality issues. That guy was just, I don't know whether he was good at understanding, but he always understood it. I went to that guy, I was, bro, I don't understand this. Can you please explain this? I remember, was it cooling towers?
Yeah.
I don't understand cooling towers, bro. This guy was like, okay, boy, I saw this way of solving this thing on Check. There was this other website called Check. I'm not sure if that website is still there. He posted a question on Check, have the lecturer solve it, and then saw the way which is easier. And he was teaching us now. Show me the way. He was like, no, man, no, I understand now. I remember that 30 minutes of that guy, man, helping me with that question. It was so good. It made me understand stuff I didn't understand for 2 weeks of going to class, bro. And I was like, okay, this guy, I need this guy. I need this guy. I told him, hey, bro, when you stay, please tell me.
Sure.
If you know you're gonna stay cross night, please tell me. Don't leave me behind. Tell me a text. Fortunately, that guy was good, so he was helpful. So he would tell me, hey boy, I'm staying, I'm doing 1, 2, 3. I'll stay with him. Because I knew he's the only one I can sort of go to for assistance when it comes to this module.
Yeah.
So after I went to him, after he provided some light, I know what steam plan was about. Now I started to understand what the lecture was teaching now. Okay, the lecture meant this now. Okay, now things started coming back with understanding. Because I remember I failed my first 3 tests. We wrote the first test, I failed. We wrote a makeup for that test, I failed. Test 2, I failed. I was like, okay, no, I need to make something. Because I can see we were left with 2 tests. If I don't pass, he's gonna try.
I'm laughing because the same thing happened to me.
You see?
When I was doing steam plant, man.
I was like, okay, I need to do something. Wrote the 4th one now. The first official test, I passed now. But the mark was still not good. I think it was like 57.
Yeah.
I was not proud, but I was proud that, okay, I improved.
Yeah.
But the first test, man, was so bad.
It was
Boy.
bad. Sure.
Ooh, I've never gotten low marks than I did in university, man.
My lowest mark was on steam plant, by the way.
My lowest mark was on maths, but 5. 5. I don't want to lie to you. 5%. I saw that thing there on assessment result. I was like, I really got 5% on test 3.
Ish.
Damn,
that
maths
was
is killing
2022.
me. Yeah, that maths. Hey, man, I started seeing flames. It's like now the reality of failing came into my mind because I never had that reality that I'll ever fail. It started coming into my mind and I was panicking now. Then I was like, I need to prioritize what I can do to pass this module.
Sure.
That's how I do it, steam plant. I knew steam plant, cooling towers, I can sharpen these things. Then there was this other topic, man. Why am I forgetting it now? With the graph, whereby you draw a line. What is this topic? I was not good in that topic. I forgot that topic. I was not good in that. I was like, okay, this one, I'm willing to leave out. Because in a question paper, we have 100 marks. Like, okay, now, 30 marks is out.
Sure.
I tell myself, 30 marks is out. I'm writing for 70.
Yeah.
At least cooling towers, I know you. You, who else? I tried to balance this one. I did that, I got 57. I was like, okay. If I got 57 out of 70, I'm glad I didn't write the 30. It means I'm good now. I'm seeing light now. It's not bad. It's not bad. We got to make, that was test 3. I passed test 3, that 57. There was a makeup now for the remaining test. I wrote, got 80 something. I wrote the other one, got 80 something. Average 70 something. Then I was passed in plant.
with the strategy that you were using, you are saying that it's not that you're giving this advice.
I don't advise anyone to do it.
But honestly speaking, man, that's how you win at varsity. If you're not one of those people who are like street book smart like that, that's the strategy that I think you will make it. I did the same thing when I was in first year, second semester. We were starting to do integration on maths. That integration was not nice. And the lecturer was not, he knows maths, but when he teaches, it's like he's teaching just so that he can say, I taught. He's not teaching us for us to understand. He wasn't even patient. He doesn't even want you to write down notes when he's teaching. So I couldn't understand integration. I remember I quitted going to the class. I was no longer attending. And there was integration, differentiation, and also matrix. But because of more practice, I practiced more differentiation and integration. Matrix, I wasn't understanding nothing. That guy was teaching. So I told myself that, okay, matrix is only 30% on the final exam. So I'm going to focus on differentiation and integration. The whole week prior the exam, I was not touching any matrix or whatever. I just touched few when I was saying I'm going to write tomorrow. Just to grab 2 marks, 3 marks. But I prepared differentiation and integration. And I got full marks on integration and differentiation. A score 70 over 100 through differentiation and integration. So that's one strategy that is useful when you're in university. Unless you are that one person who you are book smart, you don't need to work harder some of us will need to work harder. Then it's fine. Try to get everything. But if you are like us, whom you need to work hard, and some things like matrix, they will chow you. Have a strategy.
You need to have a strategy, man. The only risk that come with approaching an exam this way is that you must make sure that you master those questions, because if you don't master them, where else are you going to get marks from?
True.
So if you say you're going to focus on this, make sure you understand it fully. You master it and grab your marks, because if you don't grab them there, the other 30% is gone already, right? You said you didn't study it. So just ensure that you get that the marks that you said you're going to get correctly. So I've been doing that for my whole undergrad, and it worked for me.
Sure.
I'm not saying it's gonna work for someone else, but just at one point you will know what works for you as a student. Because I feel like the whole of first year is all about discovering what works for you, how you start,
and learn.
You're learning more about yourself as well. So that's how I study, man. If I don't know something, I can see what I'm gonna waste time trying to understand. There's no time. I'm left with 2 days before I write. Let me master the things that I know and ensure that I get there.
True.
That's how I pass most of my tests.
Okay. And now we are in the work environment. You started working last year. You were working for another company last year. How did you find that transition? Because I know what we do in the work environment is slightly different from what we do in varsity, undergrad, or whatever. How did you find that transition when you first got your first job last year?
The transition is not easy. Yet it's not hard for some people, but it's not easy. I don't want to say it's easy. It's not, because now you're balancing two things at the same time. Like with humans, as human people, you need to be adaptive. Like you need to adapt to the environment, to the situation that is happening. Because at one point, I was just studying. Now I'm only doing honors. I don't have work, so it's easy now. I'm just focusing on school, right?
Yeah.
And the honors is less modules.
Yeah.
So now, I got a job. I need to go now to the next city. My city, Pretoria. So I was like, okay, I need to find a way now to see how am I still gonna be able to catch up even when I'm not attending classes.
Sure.
So now it goes back to the people you know now. You need to have friends. I have friends. I was told I have two friends, 3 friends actually. I was like, hey boy, me man, I'm not gonna attend class, boy. We at work, we're under pressure, 1, 2, 3. Can you please tell me what happened in the class?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, boy. But my other friend was not working. So he was just for at the university there.
Yeah.
So he would catch me up on most things. Normally, if I would go in a class and I wouldn't understand, I would just call him. That's what I was saying. Like with me, I understood most of my course through people, not through the lecture. It was always my friends explaining to me.
Sure.
Always my friends explaining to me. And then after they explain now, when I watch the recording of the class, it's like,
this thing is more clear.
It becomes more clear. It's basically confirming what I was told.
Sure.
Yeah, that's how I did, because I started working the second semester. That's how I did most with my second semester, and then, but the transition was not easy, because you always, with the environment that I was working in, you come back tired. You come back tired. Sometimes you come back at 5. Your classes started at 4:30 already. The class is on. You need to take off your PPE, get to the class immediately. You know. So by the end of the class, man, you just want to sleep. Just want to sleep. You're tired, or if you don't sleep, you want to cook. Go back to work again tomorrow. Next week is a test. So weekends, they're just strictly for preparing.
True.
For the upcoming test. Because I remember I used to work in Pretoria, so and I used to stay in Johannesburg. So I would travel from Johannesburg to Pretoria.
Sure.
And travel from Pretoria to Johannesburg when I need to ride. So most of my weekends were in Johannesburg. So I would dedicate my weekends into catching up on what was happening throughout the week.
Yeah.
You see? Then I did that. And then man, for some reason I managed to pull it through. It was hard, but like compared to I wouldn't compare to first to the degree.
Yeah,
the
undergrad is more harder.
Yeah, it's more harder. So that one was hard, like, but you're like, okay, I can manage through by doing 1, 2, 3. So just to summarize, the transition was okay, but just for anyone who's considering to work and study at the same time, just be prepared.
Yeah, definitely.
To balance two things at the same time. So I don't want to lie to you. You need to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
Because you want to go through a challenge of having to balance
Yeah.
Two things at the same time. So just be prepared for that. It's achievable because I did it. So
it is, man.
Yeah. I don't want to advise you to say don't do it. Actually, go for it because I did it. So if I can do it, so you also can.
Anybody can do it. I mean, I'm currently doing it now.
Yeah,
I'm walking the walk you walked last year. So
exactly.
And I can concur with you that it's not easy at all. It's challenging, man. Yeah. Especially when you are traveling.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is.
When you come back from work, it's a Friday. Maybe you are writing on Saturday because we were writing physics on Saturdays last semester. So I'll come back on Friday from work. I have to change. I have to take the bus, travel 8 hours.
Yeah.
Go to Joburg and write physics in the morning at 9:30.
Yes.
That means I don't have time to rest.
You rested the bus.
Yeah, it was crazy last semester.
Yeah.
But by dedication and knowing that this is what I chose for myself, these are the challenges that I chose for myself. I don't have an option to fail. So I managed to pass through, first semester, and now I'm going through the second semester, and I'm about to travel a lot again, going upside and down every weekend. But I think these are the decisions that gets to either build or break you, because we're at an age where you have the luxury of learning and of taking as many risks as you can, and you can still rectify them and make up for whatever mistakes that you can make. You are never gonna get a chance like this to be working and have the luxury to actually go study and get a bursary to fund your studies and not have to pay by your own self. It's only at this instant where we can have that chance. And it's important to make use of every chance that you get in life. So that's what I'm currently doing, man.
Yeah, man, I did. And I know a lot of some people who are actually doing it as well now. So it is achievable. It's just that I remember asking people at the beginning of the year, last year, like, people who did honors while working, like, how is it? They were like, oh, it's fine, you won't suffer, People like to sugarcoat, man.
Sure.
I don't know whether I was asking the wrong people or what, but they sugarcoat. I feel like they don't really get too deep into into telling you, like, you'll be traveling. They don't mention, like, you'll be traveling from here to here. You'll be coming in early, leaving in late. They just say you'll be working and going studying at the same time. So the minor details in between, man, they get you about.
Yeah.
So personally, it's something that you're gonna have to talk to yourself, but like, hey, I need to push, man. I can see that I'm writing the next 2 weeks. Okay, what should I do now? I don't understand this module. I don't understand this topic, and I'm writing about this. Make a plan, Because I'm saying, like, undergrad shapes you. You already know yourself, abo.
Yeah.
So once you find your way of studying, your way of doing stuff, just continue with it with honors. There's no difference.
True.
Yeah, that's simple.
Do you think varsity kind of prepares you for the real world outside the education system?
Yeah.
In a sense, you would see it kind of gives you a glimpse of how the world works and how things work outside. Or after varsity, when you come into the real world, you'd be like, oh, actually everything looks different now. It's like what you experience when you're in varsity is not actually the reality. What do you think about it?
It does give you a glimpse of the real world, because one thing that varsity teaches you is independency. You become independent with your own studying. No one tells you to study. You need to know that you need to study this week.
Yeah.
We don't understand. Like, no one is after you. So you learn to think for yourself.
Yeah.
Which is something that even in the real world you need to do.
Sure.
You need to plan things right. Plan them throughout and have a plan B if it doesn't work out or some sort.
Very important, yeah.
So yeah, to some extent it does. It won't give you an accurate sign on how the real world is.
Sure.
You wanna find it out once you experience it. So, but yeah, just to answer your question, it does give you a bit of a glimpse on how the real world is. Because if you compare yourself, if you maybe have a conversation with someone who never maybe went to varsity or who never actually left home, you can see the way they think.
Yeah,
and the way you think.
Definitely.
And the people you surround yourself think, or like, okay, there's a huge gap here, man, with the person who stays at home and a student who's in university, you see. Because as I said, like, the first year, man, you get exposed to quite a lot of things. I don't want to lie to you.
Sure.
Man. First year is just an exposure. You just always, your eyes are always open to.
And you have to choose which one.
Yeah, you have to choose now. So it either, as you've said, either make you or break you. So I've seen a lot of people who got broken, man. So
True, man.
Doesn't always work out.
Yeah.
Doesn't always work out. But you need to be prepared. What happens if it doesn't work out?
I advise everyone to go to school, man.
Yeah.
This notion of people, motivators who tell you, rich people who take themselves as motivators, who tell other kids who don't go to school, going to school is useless, just have a business or whatever. Man, it doesn't work like that, especially here in our country, South Africa. Go to school. You have a dream, you want to be an entrepreneur, we get that. You want to be a musician, we get that. You want to be a YouTuber or whatever you want, we get that. But please go to school. This is South Africa. Because there's a lot of benefits that people don't tell you about that you get by just being a student and being a graduate.
Exactly.
There are so many benefits. People don't tell you about it. They just tell you, you're going to school to learn about useless stuff. Okay, it's not useless. It's useful. It's just that it's the general stuff that they're teaching you. It's cool.
It's cool.
It's the general stuff that they're teaching you, but you can't experience everything. But the little that you're getting there is teaching you something. It's sharpening your mind.
It is.
And after that, you graduate. There are so many benefits that other people who didn't go to varsity, they don't get those benefits.
Exactly.
So I feel like some kids they make mistake by thinking, I don't need this, man. You don't really need it, but at one point you may need it.
Yeah.
And even though if you don't need it, just go to school to liberate your mind.
Exactly.
Being at varsity liberates your mind, because as you said, it builds you. You build your character in university. You build who you are. You get to see the real you when you're in university, because there is everything. You have to choose for yourself, and you are alone there.
Yeah.
And at that moment, you're a teenager, or maybe you're in your early 20s.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important for both, educational purposes and also for social purposes, to build your mental and your mindset.
Exactly. That's another thing that people don't talk about. Social interactions, man. You learn a lot about people, man.
For real.
When you're in university.
For real.
Different people, how they think, how they react. That's something that it cannot be taught. You just need to go and experience, So as much as varsity is not all about like the course you're studying.
Sure.
It's not all about that.
Yeah.
But I also remember back in high school, we used to ask each other, me and my friends back then, we used to ask each other this question a little bit. They would ask me like, why are you going to varsity, bro? What are you gonna do? They wanna waste your time. Let's do this thing to make money. Let's do all that to make money. I don't know. The thing is, that approach to life of, even though you have a passion, let's just say you want to be a singer, the approach of just focusing on singing only doesn't work out for everyone.
Yeah.
You see? So you kind of need to have a plan B, man. So, as you said, it is advisable. I also see it as being advisable to just study, man, for just have at least just have a degree then.
Yeah.
And then you can pursue what you have, because you have the luxury to do that now while you're still young.
Sure.
You see? We have the luxury to make mistake, come back from mistakes now.
Yeah.
So, some people may argue to say varsity is not for them. So it's all about you. So if you feel like you don't want to go, don't go. But but personally, I would advise people to go. Just study something, have something, and then pursue what you want to pursue after.
Which is what I'm doing right now. I did engineering because I love it. Don't get it wrong. And along the way, as I started working, I started to see that actually I love engineering so much, but I can't stand the pressure of working for somebody my whole life. I can't. I just cannot stay in corporate my whole life. But I'm grateful that I did the course that I did, because I'm able to kind of fund myself to build my brand and build myself so that I can do the things that I love and follow my passion. Engineering is my passion as well, but there is an advantage that comes with time. And for this time, the advantage that I have is that I have a mechanical engineering degree and I can get a job easier at any company that I want. That's the advantage of it. But as I continue, as I grow, I want to venture into entrepreneurship. I want to do the things that I love. I want to do music. I want to continue doing podcasting. All those things, I can be able to fund them with this advantage that I have right now. So it's not something that I would say I want to stay in corporate, work for a company for my whole life or whatever. But I would continue to practice engineering, because you practice engineering in different ways. I can start my own engineering company. I can start my own engineering consultant. But the idea of just staying in corporate, I don't really have that. What about you? Do you think you want to have your whole future based in engineering and working in corporate, or maybe you have other things that you want to do?
I have a lot of things that I want to do, man. I don't think I'll be staying in a work environment for a very long time, unless I don't have a choice by that time. But that's what I'm saying. Well, now in this age, I have the opportunity to work on something that can ensure that when I want to leave work, I can leave anytime.
Sure.
We say. So staying at work your whole life, man, it gets to you, because I've had conversation with a lot of people, who are just at a point whereby they're just working because they don't have a choice. They need to feed the family.
Yeah.
You see, you can see this person that he will even tell you, I don't want to be here, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of working. They will tell you, hey, me, I'm tired. I've been working for 15 years. Like, I'm just coming.
Imagine 15 years, and there are people who have been working for 30 years.
30 years, you see. Back in the days, getting a job was a blessing back in the days. But now we live in a fast-paced moving in times that you don't only need to work your whole life.
True.
You need to work for the experience, but unless if you genuinely love it, that you don't hate going to work.
And it's loving you back.
Yeah, and it's loving you back as well, you see. Then you can stay at work.
Yeah.
But if you know after 5 years you'll be sick of it, hey man, and then now you don't have a choice, you just need to go, hey man,
Sure.
you will hate everyone there. You'll even hate you will hate Mondays, you'll hate everything.
Yeah.
But I've met people who love their job, bruh. Like,
Yeah.
and I would like wish sometimes I would wish to have that thing of loving your job, that you even want to go on weekends and stuff. There are people like that, you see. So if you are not that person, you are not. Yeah, but if you want to go into entrepreneurship, you need to start working on it now, Baba.
Yeah.
There's no time, because
True.
the more we grow, the more responsibility we get, whether you like it or not. And you won't have the luxury to find to work on something as you do right now, you see. So basically, your 20s, they're just for that.
Sure.
In my opinion, they're just for that, to just work on something, have something ongoing for you.
Yeah.
So that even if you fail, you know, I tried.
Yeah, you tried.
You tried, you know?
Yeah.
And then it didn't work out. Now I can just live my life. But I highly doubt, man, that it will fail if you truly work on it.
You know, I think what's important is whatever you're working on, make sure that you're working on it and you're doing it right.
Yeah.
I believe in the fact that if you do it right, it might take time, but eventually it will become a success. It might not become a success if you're doing it wrong. You know what I mean? If, for instance, if you are a musician and whatever, but you're not upskilling yourself, you're not practicing more, you're not practicing enough, you're not giving yourself exposure enough, it might not work. But if you do those things right and get everything right, there's no way it's not gonna work. It's just a matter of time.
Just a matter of time,
It's
which
just a matter of time.
is what most of our generation don't have. People don't have the patience to be
True. Yeah.
to work on something for 5 years, man. They don't want to lie to you.
This
People
generation want instant gratification.
Instant gratification. So also you must be prepared. You must have patience, number one. Number two, you must be prepared for that thing to fail. Not gonna work now. You must be prepared for it to, let's just say for this podcasting, you try it, it fails, you don't get views the way you want.
Yeah.
So what? Are you gonna give up?
No.
Just find a better way to market yourself.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So just be ready to fall and get back as many times as you can.
People don't want to take L's, man.
They don't want to take L's. And number two, they're not patient. Yeah, because you need to be patient. It's not gonna not everyone. There are people who do have instant gratification, but that doesn't happen on everyone. So if you're not one of them, you're not one of them. If you fail, you check, Baba. You learn from your mistakes. I failed because maybe I didn't do this.
You just discover that I wasn't doing a certain thing right, and then once you do it right, you might make it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah, I think instead of just focusing on, it's not wrong, especially if you love your job, you know, because I think what's happening with me is that I love engineering, but I just don't like the idea of having to work in a company my whole life. I don't like that idea, but I love engineering. I would love to practice engineering my whole life. You know, just the idea of waking up to go, having to report to someone and whatever, I think it's good for this age that we are at right now, because it teaches you something. There is so many things that I've learned right now. I started waking up, I think 7 months ago. Yeah, 7 months ago. And I've learned so much that I'm even applying in my personal life and in the things that I'm working outside the work environment, you know. So I think being in a company, it's good for when you are young and you have to get exposure in different aspects. I was reading this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and Robert Kiyosaki said that don't work for money, but work to learn. And don't be that person who wants to know a lot about a single expertise or about a specific thing like medical specialists or whatever. Be someone who is working and you want to know a little bit about everything. That gives you accessibility to be able to choose and find out who you really are and what you really love. And when you have that, nothing can stop you. You can enter anywhere you want to go because you have so much knowledge that, when we are in a room and we are talking and you know a little bit about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
People might not even see that this person actually doesn't know much. He just know a little bit.
Yeah.
But you might say the little bit and they'll be like, yeah, that's the person that we want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But when you only know a lot about a single thing, a single expertise, if we're not talking about that topic, then you're quiet.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if opportunities are coming and you only know that thing and it's not along those lines, then you're not going anywhere. But when you have little knowledge about almost everything, when an opportunity comes, you grab it. So I think it's important that let's work to learn as young as we are.
Yeah.
Not for the money. The money is important, I get it, but let's work to learn and just consume as much as you can.
Man, you're still young and you still have the energy to even consume, man. The older you get, the faster that energy depreciates.
Yeah.
So now, and another thing that I've realized, people just talk and then they don't do anything. Like people will say,
true,
yeah, I need to work on something, but they don't do anything.
Yeah.
You see, I've met a lot of people. I'm like, sharp, we talk about future and stuff. We need to work on something. But we are not. You're just still chilling there. I'm like, okay. But I've realized with the things that I'm working on right now, hey, man, I need to do them by myself. People will I know this thing is going to happen. I need to work on them by myself for now. And then people will want me to teach them. That's how it's going, because it's happened before and I know it's going to happen again.
Sure.
Because I tried recruiting people. Let's do this, guys. We don't have time.
Sure.
They just don't take it serious to some extent. So I think people take it seriously once you are successful in it.
Yeah, man, that's the thing.
Like, oh, this guy now, this guy has a lot of views, man. In YouTube, man, this guy, I remember he had one views. Now is on 100K. Yes, okay. I can do this now. They like seeing proof.
Yeah, that's how it works in life.
Yeah.
People start paying attention when you are something.
Yeah, when you're something.
When you're just starting, there will be just few who are supporting you, and those are your real fans.
Yeah,
those are your real audience who were there when you were still 200 views, like how I am right now. But when you have now over 500k subscribers, it's just exchange of values sometimes. And other people, they just discover you and be like, oh, this guy, they even watch your videos not because of the message, because they see it has million views.
Yeah, exactly.
So they think it's interesting.
They ask themselves, what is this? Why are people viewing from this guy?
But that's how it is. People start paying attention when you have succeeded.
Yeah, it's like that, man. So
but yeah, that's it, man. So tell me, what is your vision for the next 5 years, maybe in the engineering field? What do you want to achieve personally?
I haven't thought about that in a long time, because now I think my vision is actually outside of work.
Yeah, that's
why I haven't been focusing too much on engineering and stuff. The last time I thought about that was when I was in university, And I think the 5 years thing, for it to be focusing on work, I think it's been university. Every time I think now, that's what I'm saying, my mindset now is focused on something else. That's where my vision is right now, currently.
Sure.
And I want to see if that thing will fail or not. But I'm confident it won't fail, man.
It won't fail.
So with engineering now, I don't expect much. I'm just going to continue pushing the way I do. And then sometimes going in, not expecting something is good, man. So I just want to be in the moment. Be in this grad program and then continue going to whatever phase that happens after this. I don't want to really plan or something.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I haven't been, like when you asked me this question, I just realized that I haven't thought about this in a long time. And I'm glad I haven't been. I like that I haven't been. It shows that I'm actually in the moment. I'm here.
Because
in the phase that we are.
I think that's what traps other people, many people, in a way. Once they start working, they think about, okay, now I'm working, I'm a trainee. After trainee, I need to become, permanent. After permanent, I need to become a manager. After manager, what, I need to become a vice president or whatever. And then by just thinking about all those things, continuously, people end up being caught in this rat race of, you just need to work more harder for you to become more successful. Doesn't actually work oftentimes. Sometimes it does work for the right kind of a person who doesn't want, extreme wealth or huge success, like how some of us want. I want to be wealthy. I want to be rich, but I do understand there are people who don't want that. They just want to live normally and be able to afford life, and that's okay. So some people, especially those ones who speak and don't do, they get caught up in corporate through that. They think that if I work hard and become a manager, then maybe I can start a business once I am a manager because I'll be getting more money. No, it doesn't actually work. Start with what you can. I started this podcast with my Samsung A15, and I never thought, Uguti, before the year even ends, I've only been doing this for like 7 months now. I never thought that before the year even ends, I'll be able to buy equipment for this podcast. Equipment that will be a bit professional. It's not top equipment. It's not what I desire, like I want, but I'm grateful for what I was able to achieve right now. But I never thought that I would be having this.
Yeah. You didn't even plan to buy it.
I didn't even plan.
That's what I'm saying. It's happening in the moment.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I like the fact that I haven't been thinking about this for so long. Because I'm in the moment right now with what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Things just happen. You get surprised. Oh, now I'm here. Oh, okay. Someone else is planning about where you are right now. So, hey man, it's quite tricky, and I think a lot of people wouldn't really agree with how I think, but hey, I think this way to push myself, We
touched on this topic as well yesterday. Yeah.
So you need to do what works for you. That's what I'm saying. Every time I try to give an advice for people, I never say do what I do. I'm doing it because it works for me. If you think what works for me will work for you, do it.
Sure.
You see, because that's how it is with life, man. You don't need to invent something to be rich.
Yeah.
You can actually copy someone's invention and make it better.
Yeah.
And when you're successful also.
Yeah.
You see? So it's like that,
Yeah. No, I really get that, man. I really get that.
Yeah.
Well, I would say this was a wonderful conversation, man. We always have conversations like this almost every time.
Yeah, man. I feel like we tend to speak about these things a lot at work. So
yeah.
If it was possible, we would have recorded ourselves a long time ago at work. Because we do have these conversations quite often. But one thing that I feel like we touched on is that, hey man, I don't want to be trapped in the system, man. This system this system of waking up, going to work, coming back. It's a system that was created a long time ago, and it's like that. It's life.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be trapped in it because my parents were trapped in it. I saw what it did to them, and I think maybe deep down in my heart, I spoke to myself and say I don't want to live this life.
Sure.
Because the system forces you to look up to, especially if you're in some fields.
Yeah.
You're looking up to the retirement man, because that's how my parents were. They worked in a space whereby you're not earning a lot, you're just earning enough to just maintain stuff. So they live their life looking at retirement. Oh, when I retire, I'll have this much. So all the money that they got, man, they did stuff that they should have done when they were young.
Yeah.
So now, it's like it's a bit of a setback, nyana. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't wanna fall trapped to that system as well. I just wanna find a way to get out. And if I fail, but if it happens that I feel like now I failed, it should have been that I failed, but I tried.
You tried.
Now I need to focus on something else, because for you to be successful, that doesn't mean that if you focus on this thing, it will work. Sometimes you need to go through 5 things for you to end up being where you are. So it's a matter of trying this one, see if it fails, try another one. Man, one thing you'll end up mastering it. It will be
true,
your own thing. So yeah, man, I don't know what the viewers will say about this, but as for me, I need to step out of the system, man. I need to live my life with my own rules, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's like that, bro.
And I love the way how open-minded you are, man, that if it fails, then it's fine. I know that I've tried. I'm gonna try something else, or the same thing in a different way. And I think one thing that you should also tell yourself is that you may fail on some of the steps on the way, but it won't necessarily mean that you have failed.
Yeah, entirely.
entirely, entirely believe that one way or the other, this is gonna work.
Yeah.
It might not work with the approach that you are using right now or whatever, but eventually this is gonna work. You just have to, especially if it's something that you're passionate about and you love it, you just have to navigate around different ways of doing it, and it will work.
Yeah, man, the important thing to do is
work.
to start, bro. Man, this thing is so easy, man. A lot of people say, like, just start.
Yeah.
You need to start on that thing. Because you'll be thinking, that's something that used to happen to me a lot. I would think about this thing, like, okay, I need to do this thing, and it will get me here. I'm already planning about it 5 steps. I haven't started. I'm already planning about it. After this my step, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I haven't even started, bro, but I'm already 5 steps ahead.
Yeah.
Until I was told by someone, like, hey, man, just start, bro. Sometimes you just know you don't need to think about it. You just need to start. And then once you start, some of these things you'll figure them out as you go.
True. Yeah.
So I think if you're looking to work on a business, you're looking to chase wealth or something, just start, man. Start on it. Sometimes you might need to start on your own. Sometimes you might need to start with friends and family. So we are different people. Different
it depends
paths,
on what you want to do. Yeah.
Depends on what you want to do, exactly. So yeah, man, I just want people to have that idea that the only way to success is not through working, bruh. Especially for someone.
True.
Quite a lot of things, man, that people do, especially now, bro. Come on, bro. Now, come on, man.
People be young in your 20s.
People do a lot,
saying,
man.
I'm settling in corporate like that.
People do a lot to be successful, man. So, yeah, unless if you're comfortable with. Not everyone is like me and you, know. Not everyone is want to be an interpreter. Some people just want to just work and come back. It's okay for them.
True.
If it's okay for you, it's fine.
Then thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah, thumbs up for you. If it's not, then do something about it. Don't cry. Do something about it.
Yeah.
You are your own enemy, man. The only person standing between you and success is you.
It's you.
It's not anyone else.
Yeah.
It's you. And I learned that. Hey, man, I learned that the hard way. Man. Maybe one day we'll have a conversation about something else.
Yeah.
I will reveal these things, but for now, let's just keep it here. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, the only person standing between you and success is yourself.
It's yourself, true. Yeah. We just limit ourselves, man. And we also think too much. People think too much. It's important. Just start. It doesn't matter whether you don't have what you really want at that moment or whatever. Even when a kid gets born, they don't walk instantly. Man. They have to go through different stages of growing, and then they'll have to walk. Just start, whatever it is, just start. But if you don't start, it won't happen by miracle. There are people who says one day I'm gonna be very rich, but you look at the steps that these people are taking. How? You want to be rich, so you just think that maybe it will fall like hail from heaven and you become rich. It doesn't happen like that.
People don't set realistic goals. Remember, we were told this thing somewhere in one of our programs. Set a realistic goal. Don't just say I want to be rich. That's so open, bro.
Sure.
That's so open, you see.
Yeah.
Be realistic. You want to be rich. Okay, what are you going to do? I saw this thing that I think I can work on. And it might take me a year, but let's just see after a year for work. What am I going to do? I need to discipline myself to work on this thing every day, 3 times a week.
Yeah.
You see, now you're thinking like someone. Now.
True.
You see? So discipline yourself 3 days a week. I'm working on this thing. Next week, you'll be knowing something that you didn't know last week. That other week, you'll be knowing something that you didn't know the other week.
Yeah.
And another thing, sometimes to get knowledge, man, you wanna need to use man.
Sure.
Sometimes you will need to buy knowledge from some people.
Sure.
So if you're not willing to do that, hey, you need to find another way, bro.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like this thing, as much as we can tell you, it will ultimately be what you decide. If you feel like I'm comfortable with doing it this way, you will do it. If you feel like giving up, you will give up as well, which I don't suggest though. But failing is quite, it's painful, man. This thing of falling and getting up, it's easy to say, but hard to do.
Yeah.
It is hard to do because you will plan in your mind, okay, now I got it, man. Now we're pushing. And then you fail, bro. And you sit like,
after so much work.
Man?
Yeah,
but, and then that's where the true test comes now. I wanna stand up and go again. Or if you don't go with that, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna try something else? That's a question. That's something you as individuals will have to answer differently, you know. So because I know a lot of people who worked on one thing for years, bro. until it started working for them. Some people, they worked on one thing for a few just a year, then they're mastering it. So I'm saying like our journey is not the same.
Yeah, it's different.
It's not the same. So but hey man, another thing, you just need to invite God in whatever you're doing.
True.
There's another thing I don't want to leave out.
Yeah.
Invite him in whatever. Talk to him. Tell him, Ish man, God is your father, man. Tell him, bro, I need you here.
Yeah.
I want to work on this thing, bro.
Yeah.
I invite your presence with me so that you can help me see through. Please just help me associate with the right people. You pray, talk to him.
True, yeah.
Bro. And he will guide you, man. If it's not for you, if you're not supposed to be, you will see very early. Hey, no, yeah. You're not supposed to be working.
That's the other thing about God.
You will see very early. So don't just do anything by yourself, because another thing, our mind, man, is so, let me just say, our IQ is so small that we cannot do it alone. You need him. You just need him.
God. Yeah.
You need to rely on him. Just invite him in anything you want to start. Invite his presence to be there. With whoever you're going to speak to, invite his presence. Like, I pray that for you to guide me, for you to help me socialize with the right people, for you to help me not be impatient, for you to help me to come back when I fall. Then man, I feel like if you do it right, if it's not for you, you will know.
True.
It will be. You will know, man. And you will know what is that you need to work on after this one. But as I said, that some people, they trial 5 different things before they get the 6th one correct. And then someone tries one thing and then it works for them. So we are different people. When it might take you 5 years for you to get 1 million views. But if I start, it might take me 3 months. And then you become surprised. We're doing the same thing. What is this guy doing now? You see? So we are different people. So what works for you might not work for me.
True.
Or what works for you might work for me, but it might take long. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to be open, man. Just have an open mind. And an open mind is not something that you decide on. It's something that you learn. It gets built over some time. So I'm saying, like, the importance of building character, man, it cannot be bought.
It can't be bought, honestly.
It's experience.
Yeah, exactly. It's experience. And the experience that we need to get now.
Exactly.
Because at one point we won't have this chance, man. We won't have chance to learn new experiences and encounter challenges such that we can still come up and rectify them. So you raised very important points, man. Inviting God is one of a profound thing to do. It's something that has taken me very far, and a lot more people who are way more successful very far in life by just trusting in him. Because what I've learned is that if the universe says no about something, man, just being you won't do nothing.
You won't.
You and your mindset, Jay, you won't do nothing. You need God.
You won't.
If the universe is saying no, it's refusing your success, it's refusing your wealth, there is nothing you can do about it.
Exactly.
It's only God who can do something about it. So we need God, and it's important that we always invite him and work with him in everything that we are doing. That's very important.
Him, man. Because I remember I tried a lot of things, man, to be successful. But the thing is, I've had this mindset for some time now to be. I don't know why, but immediately when I go to first year, I just wanted to work on something. I don't know where I got this. I can't even tell you.
Yeah.
But one of the mistakes that I did is that I didn't invite him then.
Yeah.
You see. So I've only started realizing it in a few years that no, man, there's actually one thing that I was doing wrong. I was not praying and inviting God here. So you need to do that, man. If you're a believer, of course, you need to do that. You need to invite him because he's gonna guide you.
True. Definitely.
So that's one advice that I would like to share with people.
No, man. Thank you very much, man, for
pleasure, boy.
Yeah, you've raised so many important points, and I believe that my viewers are going to enjoy and learn something, because that's the purpose, man, of this podcast, is to teach and motivate the people. We're trying to liberate the young minds, because this generation is they take us as people who are not serious about life. But it's just that, a huge percentage of us is not serious, but there is actually people who are serious about life, and it's us who are trying, that need to liberate the other ones who are left behind. So that's what we're trying to do. So thank you very much, man, for coming through. We've been waiting for this, and I appreciate you for taking your time to come here. I don't take it for granted at all. And I pray that God blesses you, man, whatever that you're working on.
Yeah.
This is something that I tell everybody that comes here. You when you come here, you are bringing your blessings to me. By honoring my invitation, you're bringing your blessings to me, and I love to return the same thing for you and wish you well in life. And I believe that for everyone who come here, they will definitely make it in life, and you will achieve everything that you desire. You will definitely achieve it.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much, boy.
Thanks, boy. It's been a pleasure.